Hey guys, today I'm doing something super exciting and I haven't done it in a long time. Today I am doing a comic book haul, but it's not going to be any comic book haul. It's going to be a comic book haul from all of the gifts that I got for my birthday yesterday. I got 3 comic books for my birthday yesterday and I am very excited about them. I actually started reading one last night. One I have not read. So let's get into this and we'll start talking a little bit about them. We're going to start with the book that I started reading last night. It is Batman Hush. This has got to be one of my favorite Batman series of all time. Hands down. It's so interesting. The art is beautiful. I mean, I'll just show you a couple of pages, just like these panels right here. Oh my god, they're just so beautiful. You got Superman one side, got Batman on the other side. A great piece of art on the back, which is Batman and Catwoman kissing on the back. Story, you don't really know who's behind it, and once you get to a certain climax, you're kind of like, oh, well, it makes all this sense. And then you find out that it's actually not even what you think it is, that it's all a ruse. We're going to show you another panel, which is, you know, you got Harley Quinn holding up the opera. Beautiful. I mean, the colors is just phenomenal. I think that this is one of the reasons why I love this series so much, because I think just the artwork is gorgeous. There's there's 2 sets of pages. Here they are. This is probably the most beautiful, I mean, panels I've ever seen and pages I've ever seen in a comic book. I mean, just the color of the Joker and how detailed it is and how bright it is. And even over here, like when they're fighting, like the darks that go between the lights are just beautiful. I think it's amazing. It's done by Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. And then I'm just going to show you this amazing fight between Catwoman and Huntress, because I can't stop showing you the artwork, because the artwork is just so beautiful. And it was given to me by one of the girls I work with, April. And I mean, I've been looking for this particular collection for a while, and she happened to find it and get it to me for my birthday, and I started reading it last night. Ooh, sorry, I have a burp stuck in my chest. And I'm pretty much 3/4 of the way through, which is amazing. So yes, definitely pick that up. It is Batman Hush. Try and find the whole collection in one, because it is multiple issues. It's like a multiple issue type series, and this way you can have them all in one, and you can read throughout the whole story, and you don't have to keep finding other issues. So I would say check on Amazon. Maybe I'll post a link down in the description with the Amazon link so you can buy it. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Can we just talk about my cup today? It's Joker on one side, Batman on the other side. Instead, I hang out on the internet and I talk about comic books. Speaking of, this is different. This is from the relaunch that DC did, the New 52, which is Death of the Family. Now, in Death of the Family, there is, I put this kind of on the level of The Killing Joke as far as shocking material, because there's a lot of things going on. I'm trying to see if I could find a panel that will really kind of sum it up, because here's a really good one. Now, the Joker has cut his face off. Let's just kind of get that out there. He cut off his face and nailed it to a wall to prove a point. And the point was that under all of everything, under his skin, under the makeup, under all of that, he was still the Joker. And Batman was a lot like him, that even without the cowl, he's still Batman. Through and through, they are who they are. And he didn't believe that the Bat family was the same in that aspect. He believed that underneath their masks, they were not who they were, that they were just running around in costumes and pretending to be something that they weren't. Now I'm going to show you some of the artwork. This is amazing. As you can see, you got some panels of the Joker. This is when he gets Harley and he has her, you know, locked up, and he has her get naked, and she's standing there naked, and she's waiting for instructions from the Joker. Just like I said, again, with Batman comics, you always have this really awesome contrast between dark and light, and I think it's such a brilliant thing, because it makes you kind of feel like you're there. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit further into the scene that I was telling you about with her standing naked. As she's awaiting instructions, she slowly starts to realize that the Joker has a switchblade in his hand, and he's going to try and cut her face off as well, so that she could be like him. Now, clearly, Harley loves the Joker. She loves him unconditionally, and she'll do pretty much anything he asks her to do. The problem is, she's afraid. She is afraid. She does ask very, basic questions like, is it going to hurt? And he's like, oh, of course. It's going to be the most painful thing that you've ever experienced. He, little by little, starts to kidnap the Bat family and begins his process of trying to eliminate them. He thinks that they are just in the way and that they need to be dealt with and they need to be taken out. Now, as the Bat family keeps asking Batman questions upon questions, like, what's going on with the Joker? Is there anything we could do? Like, do you need help? Of course, Batman, being Batman, pretty much tells everyone, no, I got this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Until the entire Bat family gets kidnapped and he realizes this is all of his fault. He could have avoided this. If he had just opened up to his team and just told them what was really going on, he wouldn't have to go through all of this and all of these terrible situations that have to go through all of these terrible people. Like here's another great panel where you got the Riddler and you got Cobblepot and you got everybody kind of just hanging out while Batman's trying to get to the Bat family and get through everybody else. And of course the Joker, being the Joker, has taunted him throughout the comic book while, on television showing him. This is another really good panel. And I think this is something that, this is, like I said, this ranks up there with The Killing Joke, which is one of probably my favorite comic book in the world. Like, even here at the end, they show you, like, some of the, like, sketches that they had done to get to the comic book, which I think is just, oh my god. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Even the design of coming up with the Joker's face is great. And it also came with this, which you might really like. Okay, so this was a box set that it came with. And inside the box set, it comes with the Joker's face that he cuts off. It actually also has the straps in the back, so you could attach it to your face like the Joker did in the comic. And it has the green hair and everything like that. It's so cool. Now, when the New 52 relaunched everything, they had given Harley her own comic series. And they gave her a new look, which is understandable. You're going to revamp her. You're going to make her look different. My thing is, I'm not a huge fan of the new look. I don't think her face looks right. There's certain things about it that I'm not a huge fan of. But I'm always open to something new. I love the character. I love her. And just by some of the panels, as I open it, we're going to take a look. There's, very colorful, a lot going on, a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot like, the Harley that I know and love, which is, a little crazy, a little violent. I see a lot of gun action going on. You do get a glimpse of the Joker. I believe that is on the bottom. Like I said, I haven't read this issue, so the fact that I don't know too much, I'm sorry. I'm always into new stuff. This is cute, though. They are doing a little bit of a flashback. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot, as you can see over here, there's there's the new Harley in the present day, and then over here, they start doing, flashbacks. And, playing, homages to original episodes. Like this here, this little panel, this little square panel right here, that is from an episode where the Joker is trying to think of a way to make this one plan work, which was the death of 1,000 smiles. And Harley ends up kidnapping him and finding a way for it to work. But, of course, the Joker is not happy about it because he didn't think of it. And this is when she's trying to distract him and pretty much says, hey, Puddin', would you like to come ride your Harley? Vroom, vroom. And he pushes her off the thing. That's awesome. Okay, I'm a little more intrigued by that. That's actually really cool. Are there any other cool little panels like that? This is actually really nice. Okay, I can't lie. Some of this artwork is beautiful. I have to give it to the New 52. Like, the people that are working on these, like Scott Snyder, who did a lot of, he did Endgame and stuff like that. Scott Snyder also did Death of the Family. So good. Who did this? Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, Chad Hardin, Stephanie Rue, Alex Sinclair, and Paul Mounts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of the look. I'm not a huge fan of stuff like that. I see her, she saved a dog. That's cool. Alright, I'm into that. I think I'll definitely give this a read, especially after I've seen some of the flashbacks and with some of the artwork that's going on. I definitely do enjoy it. The only thing I don't like is it does appear that she's been dumped in the chemicals like the Joker. That's odd. I don't know how that happened, but maybe I can get into that eventually and find that out. Because here, it's weird, because here she don't look like that. Wait, I'm so confused. Like I said, I haven't read this, so we're going to have to figure it out. But I am going to show you another really cool panel that I just seen. Which was, where was it? This one. This is crazy trippy. I love it. This is so cool. Like, so many colors. You got so much going on. I love it. I think, listen, I might not be a huge fan of the New 52 Harley. I may not be a huge fan of the Margot Robbie, or is her name Margot? Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn. I might not be a huge fan of it. But I'm not going to say that I'm not going to watch it. I can't say that I'm not going to give it a chance. Okay, guys, that was the first comic book haul in what I think was like 4 weeks almost. And I'm excited. Like I said, these were all birthday gifts, and I'm very excited to read them. And I'm always super appreciative when anyone gives me anything like this for my birthday. I also got something really cool for my birthday that you might like. I did show a glimpse of it in my video yesterday, but if you look behind me, you'll see my Batman and my Joker statues that are now hanging out on my bookshelf, which is awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, I also am getting a Joker pop from a friend of mine, which is awesome. Today was, this year was a great birthday. I have a lot of people that love me and have definitely went out of their way to try and make it a little bit better than normal. And I also have to show you this. My friend got me a birthday card at work, and I thought this would make you laugh. So, which way does it open? This way? Yeah. Those are the amazing people that I have in my life. But yes, like I said, I will put links down below for you to purchase all of these issues if you want. You have Batman Hush, which is by Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. Harley Quinn, The New 52. And it's called Volume 1, Hot in the City. Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, Chad Hardin, Stephanie Rue, Alex Sinclair, and Paul Mounts. And of course, Death of the Family, which is also part of the New 52. It's volume 3. There is other volumes before this, which you should definitely check out. But I'll make a link to this one specifically. It's by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, and Jonathan Galpion. So I will definitely put a link down there. I'll also put a link to the other 2 issues that I mentioned, which was The Killing Joke and Death in the Family, so that you can get a little bit more of a backstory on this, specifically Death of the Family, because it comes kind of into play a little bit. And definitely The Killing Joke, so that you can see what I'm talking about as far as, this one being on the level of The Killing Joke as far as shock value and just pure craziness, but amazing storytelling, and definitely gives you a way deeper insight into the Joker. And I think that it's probably one of my favorite storylines, including the Joker, aside from The Killing Joke and Hush. Well, alright, I will see you tomorrow, and you are all gorgeous, and I love you, you little nerd fuckers, and just stay positive, keep your head up, and I'll see you tomorrow.